Hello and welcome back to Operation Void. I'm your host, Forgotten from Void, and today, again, we're showing off the Auckland since it's newer and I don't have the French destroyers yet. I have not even gotten up the enough coins for the tier 6 one. Anyways, so the Auckland, if you want to see what I have for skills and whatnot for Auckland, if you go and see last week's video, it should be a link there. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to be using the Auckland in Aegis. It's actually a good map for Auckland. Any cruiser with smoke, or ship with smoke. So I've played a few different battles with her to kind of get the strategy, and I'll let you know where I made a mistake and how to correct it. Because even though I'm not perfect, and this is actually my first battle in Aegis with Auckland, and I don't use smoke cruisers that often. So we're trying to get into position for the to be able to go after the second wave, but also be able to support for the first wave. So kind of get in the middle there. So the flank we spawned on was the worst for that, as we have to cross behind everybody, making sure we're not hitting anybody. And you think with all these smoke cruisers they would have the same idea, but no. Most people want to go after the first wave. Since we have armor piercing loaded, we're going to go ahead and start with the cruisers. And there's a nice 10k hit on that Tokachi. We're using the Huanghe smoke. You don't actually have to be in the smoke screen to make use of the smoke screen. Sitting behind it works just as well. And 6 overpens. And we're detected. And there goes the Miyoko, but that means the Kitakaze is within range, or maybe something else is within range. But we're going to go ahead and start moving this way. And there's no more Tokachi. Ah, yes, it's because those ships are within range. So this is the mistake I made. I should have just slowed down, started my smoke, threw out the torps, and that would be it. But I decide, you know, you have 2 sets of torps, might as well use them. I mean, this does help with disengaging, yes. But I should have had my guns turned around so they could shoot, because they are slow to turn around. Or just forget about the torps, just smoke up and start shooting. Because when it comes to anti-cruisers, the torps aren't actually that much. I have been playing too much torpedo destroyer as of late, and so my mind was on torps. But I will play more cruisers and have more gun focus in mind. That was a complete whiff. You want to make sure you have at least 8 or 9 kilometers away from your targets, so that you can use the smoke. As you see, we only have about a minute of smoke now, because I decided to use torps when I shouldn't have. And from that, we only get two torpedo hits. Not worth it. And with this Hin Yang coming up here, the Hin Yang is going to do a lot of the damage, because it comes with torpedo reload booster and lots of torps. And the torps do a lot of damage. Also, I believe having a having a Huanghe on our team helps lower the enemy HP enough that their easier to kill. And for some reason, that Yang just whiffed all the torps, threw them all on the white line, and Fuso decided to speed up. So here we are, trying to make ourselves as small as possible against the Fuso. Whereas we get one torpedo, because even our narrow spread, it's so wide when it reaches its limit at nearly 12 kilometers. And there goes the Fuso. So we'll go ahead and throw torps here, because these are slow torps. How slow are they? There, 62 knots. Ugh. Sea mines. They're not the slowest torps in the game, but they definitely are up there in the slow category. There we go. We got a citadel. I don't have the range for those other cruisers, so not even going to worry about it. But we are trying to get into range of those. Oh, there goes the shores. Hey, we're in range, finally. Oh, I mean, 16 kilometers isn't that bad for a cruiser. It definitely is on the shorter side. But in odds, it's not that bad. And the Sanyang is probably going to go for the battleships. But seeing as he went, and a near point blank Fuso, he whiffed all his torpedoes. I'm expecting him to whiff more torpedoes. So we are going to go and support him with the 3 warriors, specifically the Nagatos. I call them the 3 warriors because all of their names translate into something warrior. You have armored warrior. One is just straight up warrior.
Attention. Clarifying the order.
Yeah, Senshi is warrior. Oh, what's Yushi? Yushi's just another kind of warrior, and then Kosotsu, the other one, is armored warrior. Oh, Yushi is brave warrior. That's right. I honestly should have started smoking up earlier. Because now, here comes shells from Nagato. They use shells. Ooh, that hurt. And there's shells from the Amagi. Now we want to move, because they will shoot my position if someone else gets spotted. Now I overled the Senshi because I thought it would speed up as it turned. It did not. go. Fire. So San Yang was waiting for his torps or torp reload booster to reload, not sure which. And then we will have a wall of skill. And that's gone out. It looks good. But who knows? Maybe only a few hit. Looks like 4 will hit. And yeah, there we go. That was enough. So we'll go ahead and move on forward. Luckily, Aegis is within our range, so we can give some payback for... honestly, it was mostly that Nagato that hit us. There's another fire. And the torpedoes get Amagi. And there we go. We have all stars secured, except for one, which is going to be the saving all the transports. Which you can do by killing everything that starts with Ka. Kabi, Kabu. Kado is probably okay there, way in the back, but Kabi definitely needs to go. He needs to go like the mold he sounds like. Kabi, in one of the meanings of the sounds Kabi in Japanese, is mold. It's not the only meaning, but I like to think of that one specifically as mold. Oh, there we go. It's about to ask, why is it still alive? Ah, yes. Bow on. That was my mistake. Do not shoot bow on Mogami with armor piercing. Now, when there's a broadside Myoko right behind. And there we go. We picked up Nagato. And the victory. So we're going to go ahead and go for this Mogami real quick. And pick up Mogami and natural selection right at the last minute. Even though we could have shot so much more. We ended because the transports got out. And that's, some people like to bring the transports down much further so that they can have more farming time. So they'll let one of the cruisers live so that the transports get further down and you have more time shooting the ships up north. But then you kind of have to have a good team and know what you're doing for that. Anyways, so for this case, random queue, so we could not plan something like that. So we have 200 shell hits. Exactly, 200 shell hits. 6 kills, 17 citadels. We only have 200,000 credits, but I believe we're running gray booster for credits, blue booster for XP, gray booster for free XP and commander XP. And even with the Xin Yang following us around and taking a majority of the damage in front of us, somehow we still managed on top. Akizuki did pretty well for going the standard route. But Akizuki's a good ship. So let's see, that Fuso we did 1 torpedo, and then the AP, that was the Fuso with all the other cruisers. Tokachi. Tokachi's nice because they're easy to citadel. And as you see, most of our, we had 40k from four torpedoes, but because most of our damage were guns, and that's where we made the mistake, was trying to use the torpedoes when we should have just focused on what is good about the ship, which is using high caliber, armor piercing, or high explosive, but usually armor piercing from the safety of your own smoke screen, which is really, really nice in Aegis. And then yes, we have gray booster, and yeah, gray boost XP. This is the blue booster, and everything else is gray. So if you like this video, you want to see more videos, click that subscribe button. I don't usually play the same ship twice in a row, but you know, newer ship, I'm still grinding it. That's why you have more videos. I have more battles with this ship lately than any other ship, so I have more examples for this ship. But if you want a specific ship, I can try for a specific ship and put out a new video. So with that, I hope to see you again next week. Have a good one.